Hey folks, welcome back to this series where I remember that I should have turned up the audio on my game before I started the stream. No, this is the series where we make historic Brawl commander decks for pretty much everyone. Right now it's for every single legal commander in the new Baldur's Gate set on Arena, because, you know, historic Brawl is a digital-only format. And today's card is Liara of the Flaming Fist. It's a uncommon, 1 red, 1 white, 2/2. We're going to go over the effect real quick because it's a little involved, but it's pretty straightforward, honestly. At the beginning of combat on your turn, each creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn if it has the same name as another creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard. And the second effect is 1 colorless, 1 white, 1 red. Another target non-token creature you control gets first strike and double team until end of turn. You can only use this once while Liara is on the battlefield. If you flicker her or replay her or anything after that, it doesn't remember that it's there. It also activates its sorcery speed. So you can't really use it as a defensive combat trick. Liara is kind of interesting as a historic Brawl commander. I have my deck list that I think I actually just... Did I update it? Yeah, I updated it. I have my deck list below for the main deck that we're going to be playing here. But there's like 2 ways to... There's more than 2 ways. There's at least, I'd say there's like probably 3 ways to build this deck. The main issue with Liara, at least as a historic Brawl commander, and I'll just jump into some games. I can talk about this while I queue into Tasha and then get my head dunked, is that Liara is built around, you know, basically having more than 1 copy of a card in your deck. Now, she gives stuff double team, which is the easy way to do it. Oh, good, it's Prosper. But that means that in historic Brawl, this is pretty bad. It wasn't cast. We're going to mulligan this. In historic Brawl, she can't actually do all that much. I will keep this. At least immediately, because there's a couple little conditionals on her that make her a bit more interesting. The first one is that it's each creature that has the same name. So tokens, for example, all have, as you might guess, the same name. So you actually can use her with tokens. The problem is that it amounts to only like a 1/1 buff, but it's still there. The other interesting thing that I discovered while doing this is that all that this card cares about is the name of the card. So if you have a red soldier, if you have like a red human card and a white human, even though they're different colors, all it checks is the name. So for the purpose of this card, those are the same and they'd get buffed. The second option is that red has a couple, not like a huge number, but it does have some. We're going to go with Dwarf's Disciple here, because I don't think I need... We're just going to try to blitz this guy down and then use Fragment Reality to blow up Prosper the second he tries to put it into play. Yeah, okay. I might try to... You know, I'm gonna... How do I want to do this? Did he spend... He did not, so we're going to do Mentor of the Meek. You know what, I probably should have just copied Torf's Disciple this turn. But anyway, going back to this, what I've found is that this card works... Best is a strong word. You can use the ability to copy like either big stuff that you want to play. You could also... So, I said there's 3 types of decks. Let's go over them first. First one is aggro and tokens. You just try to use it to support a bunch of really small things and to generate value. That's one option. You use the fact that she buffs things that apply to tokens to generate a big board state and turn all your stuff into 2/2s for free off your commander. Is it the best token commander ever? No, because she can't actually even make copies of them. But it is an option. Second one is ETB stuff. Am I going to let this resolve? Stay on the feed board. I can always give my stuff... Oh, I think... Let's see what my draw is first, then we'll decide what we're going to do. Okay. You can only kill one of them. I'm just going to go for face. My deck is also now, I think, that's 12 copies of Lightning Bolt. Yeah, take action. So anyway, the second option is you use her to copy big cards, right, and maintain stability. So that's one choice. Yep, it's going to blow up that. I'm down to 3 life. I have Fragment Reality. We're going to now send this game to the garbage zone. I will auto-pay 1. Will I? Yeah, I want cards. We're going to do that, so you can no longer cast a lot of instants, at least not without getting your face. Drop them to the ground. I'll take some damage. What did he grab? So my deck now consists of mostly lightning bolts, which means we'll see if we can close this out here. If he has any life gain, probably not. But if he doesn't have life gain, this has first strike. And I will just keep putting lightning bolts into my deck. I have to draw them eventually. You know what I might do is I might... Yep. He's going to get a lot of cards. So yeah, second version is you use Liara's ability to copy big stuff. Third version is you do something closer to not say straight up enter the battlefield effects, but you bounce Liara in and out and bounce a bunch of other stuff in and out to generate useful stuff. Even with first strike, it's not quite enough. I think what we do here is we play this. We have passed the torch. That's gonna be that's not enough either. Let's just play this turn and let's think for a moment. I think we just wait. I just need a lightning bolt. Actually, I probably should have attacked and just kept putting more lightning bolts in my deck. I should have given this first strike. Let's see. I just need you to play 1 instant spell. Okay, so Cathal Lockwane won't do as much for him as he'd like. Yep. I just need a little bit of damage. I can close this out. I'll probably just keep swinging with Tor Elves. Do I? Nope. Yep, I should have swung with that last turn. Alright, let's see what he does for going on the offensive. Probably just Professional Facebreaker, I think. No. He's playing very cautiously. I wish I could somehow... Do I have creatures in the graveyard? I do. I could keep him from playing any more creatures, but that means he can play instants again. Let's see. Oh, he's gaining life. That's not good. Alright. Still just need a lightning bolt. Though if he's smart, he'll just start swapping daytime with Celestis, at which point I can no longer chip. Okay. Yep, got a lot of treasure. X and tap. Come on. What he's going to do is he's going to use Grim Hireling to blow up Cemetery Gatekeeper. I should have done something about that last turn. Deals 1 damage to any target, huh? Alright. I think I might have lost my window for this one. Actually, no, this is my more... This deck has bigger aggressive options. Like... I'm not out yet. Surprised he's not going with. So he's going to get, what, 2 ticks of 4 more treasure each? Yep. Alright, so if I get a lightning bolt, I win now, because he doesn't have any more life gain. If I don't pull a lightning bolt, so I should have attacked earlier. But basically, there's like 3 ways to build it. I'm not thrilled with any of the decks that I built with this, right? Because I didn't really like 100% commit to the... Yep. Is he trying to go infinite? Is that his plan? He already did combat. If he wanted that. He's got 6 more damage on the board. He can get a treasure each time. Oh no, is this an infinite? It's an infinite as long as he keeps pulling things he can play without doing too much. He has to keep pulling 2 drops. Interesting. I haven't seen this version of the deck yet. If he keeps pulling 2 drops, he only needs a little bit more. Oh, he can't play that swamp though. Can he? Oh, I thought he'd already played a land. Yeah, so we're about to get dunked. This is an interesting infinite combo. What should I have done to interrupt this? Oh, I probably could have just saved Fragmentize for Prosper. Instead of committing to that. Well, that's 1 land out. That's 2 lands out. Is he just going to go for the lethal? Could sacrifice more. Interesting. Oh, I bet he has a kill spell in his hand. Let's see what he's going to do. He doesn't have any way of scrying, so he's just praying that he gets. I'm surprised he didn't. Okay. That's not lethal yet. And that's not being cast from exile. Yep, he's got that. That's the last treasure. Okay, I see what he was waiting for. Smart. He's waiting for me to put stuff on the stack so he could get the last one even if I had a kill spell. Alright, let's give it another run. Let's pause that. But yeah, so my version of this deck is basically a bunch of decent copied targets and then just a little bit of aggro. So it's basically mid-range. Ooh, it's Minsk and Boo. So it's not like Minsk and Boo or Jetmir level aggro. Okay, and we have the... No, we don't have the answer for Minsk and Boo. Do I mulligan here? What am I looking for? Source the Plowshares. Yes, that will work. Do I have a turn 1 play? I do not. Is it going to be Atlanta War Elves? Oh, it's Atlanta War Elves. Do I just... I'm going to make a risky play here, which is that hoping that he is trying to run 3-drop ramps, and that this will slow him down a bit. Mentor of the Meek into Inchblade Companion would be a good combo for drawing more cards. Okay. That's not good for me. I've got a couple options here. What is the just... He's red-green, right? Next turn, okay, so I think... But if I don't play this, I can't accelerate. If I don't accelerate... So he gets Minsk, then he's going to put counters onto it. I don't have an answer to that. He does that next turn, right? He plays a land drop, he gets Minsk. Do I do Inchblade? I think I do Inchblade Companion, because it gives me more creatures next turn. So if he plays a land, I'm pretty hosed. I'm pretty hosed. Well, he can't do the fight this turn, so I do get one more turn. Oh man. Wait, I would have. Okay. So. Minsk and Boo to play it again will be 7. He's not there yet. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have the mana to get rid of Chromatic Lantern this turn, so I could just kill Minsk and Boo, and then he doesn't have any more draw. But then he just does the fight. But that's fine. Let's do that. Let's see if that was the right choice, because now, if he wants to do the fight, he'll give up a mana source. He can also use Cinder Vines to blow up my Chromatic Lantern, that I'm less broken up about. But if he fights, he trades. If he gives up the mana source... No, okay, he's going for more creatures. No, he's going for Chandra. That's... Oh, he's just going to do -4, I think? No. What am I... Okay, so this is a very committed aggro strat. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I might have made a mistake doing that. Yes, I did. I made a mistake. Whatever, that can be done at instant speed. Next to combat. And this is instant speed, that's instant speed. If he doesn't commit 5, he's just gonna try to burst me down though. Like, if he has the right cards in his hand, I'm pretty hosed. Destroy target artifact, okay. Can't do much about that. Yep. Okay. Cool. We're still alive for at least a little bit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Your command of the command zone, yes. But I still have Inchblade Companion as a blocker. Please do something very stupid and give up Cinder Blades just to destroy my last 1/1. Yep. Okay. I will do this. Yep, I have 4 turns. That's a lot less turns than I would like to have. What do I do here? No, I don't even have 4 turns. I have 1 turn? Well, let's just make him scared. That's game. Maybe it's not. It's not. It's not if he passes turn. Because I take 2. Yeah. Resolve, resolve. Dang. 1 turn, that could have really made a difference. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't think of a way out of this. Well, let's try. Oh. Oops, I'm dumb. We'll play it out. Legion War Boss. Okay, so what did I do wrong? That deck came out a lot harder than I thought it was going to. I think that was the big one. I was too afraid of Misk and Boo that I didn't... Well, maybe I should have just dug for more removal in the opening hand. Yeah, good game. Pass the turn, mate. You had lethal last turn. Oh, whatever. I lost. I did get outplayed. And he still has Lair of the Hydra if he really needs another creature, so... Ugh. Maybe that's what this deck has a couple pieces of life gain. I just got run down faster than I could do anything. Okay, but yeah. So I want to do a couple games with this deck, and then I'll show off a different deck that I have that was not working as well, but sort of illustrated like what I was trying to do. Same commander. It is Alala's the Absolute Wind, which if I remember correctly means that we are playing against Wizard Tribal. This is a terrible... Well, no, maybe it's not. Let's try it. We'll do that. Fingers crossed that he doesn't play a land. Oh, he had a land in his opening hand. I'm shocked. Fingers crossed that he doesn't have a 1-drop counterspell. Let's just brainstorm. That just goes and gets him the 1-drop removal. We do have Farewell. If we draw decently, we'll have the land for it, so... Target player or planeswalker. He's targeting me? I'm shocked. This is Wizard Tribal, right? Oh no, this is Wizard Tribal aggro. Oops, gotta remember that. Important distinction. Maybe I should have saved that for the next one, but I would rather make it more difficult for him and force him to see... Because this way we have Treasure to play Goldspan. Which, you know, it's not as cracked as it is in paper, but it's still pretty cracked. It's a dwarf. Do we... Let's try this. Interesting. Even though we don't have any more land, I'm going to hold off on doing anything because I would like to play the Goldspan Dragon. I'm expecting him to blow up Magda, or, like, somebody. Is this a prowess? Okay, so he's going to try to blow up A-Winota, probably? Honestly, it doesn't... We still have a board, regardless of who he blows up. Target creature or planeswalker. Yep, he's going to get 1. Now are you going to get A-Winota, or... I mean, there's no reason to not block you. Because... Okay. Or you can let me keep my Carther. I'll take that. A-Goldspan Dragon. Go! A-Goldspan Dragon Shoe. I choose you. And while we're at it, Bloodblade Marauder. Is that... I don't know if that's him conceding or just... That might be a concession. Alright. We're just gonna play that. Whenever another creature will get rid of the Hermit. So there's one less blocker on the board, and that's game. Yeah. Clean. Alright, so I think we're what? 1 and 2 with this deck. I'll do one more game with this list, and then I will play the other list for a little bit. And then I will... So I have another... Usually whenever I'm doing these streams, I actually will have 2 like decks that I'm running. Not 2 decks that I'm running. I'll usually have 1 deck that'll be, oh god, it's going to be green Hyper Ramp. Okay, this actually isn't a terrible opening hand to deal with that, mostly because of Aven Mind Sensor. But he's on the play, which is bad. But I'm going to keep this just because I don't have another better anti this deck than, or anti green ramp than Aven Mind Sensor. Though I really wish I had been on. I really wish I had been on the play because he's going to get off his big spells. What is that? 6? No, it's 9 to cast. So I get like what, 2 more turns? There's Cultivate. See, this is the difference, is that if he had not done that, this would have been limited so much more. Alright, let's go grab a mountain. Just in case we need it. I guess I could have also mulliganed for... That's fine. This probably isn't aggro, so we're going to do plains next, end turn. And then we're going to wait for him to play... Oh man, is this landfall? I'm just going to hold off and wait for him to do... 5, 6, 7. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Play the migration path. Migration path. 5, 6, 7. I think this is worth doing. What do I play here? So what does this do? Whenever it attacks and fights target creature, I can't do anything about that. It's a 10/10 with haste and ward, and it basically fights 2 creatures a turn. Cosmos Elixir. Cosmos Elixir. So what's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's still a couple turns off it. Solemn Simulacrum. Let's go grab another land. I was wrong. He's not a couple turns off it. He has basically already got it. 6, 7, 8. I think that's 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So he has it next turn, unless I can destroy all of his artifacts or something. Well, let's draw more cards. I do have that card that exiles all artifacts and graveyards and everything, so let's pray. Yes, I will draw a card. That's not it. He plays it next turn. Does it have haste? Yes, it does. So he will hit me for what's generally called lethal damage. Which means my goal is to make it not lethal damage, so let's do this. We get to draw one more card this way. I think. 6, 10. He'll hit me for 13. This is where Death Touch would be nice. He'll fight Mothra, yep. Put me for 14. But there's still a chance. There's still a chance. There's still a 1 in 84 chance. Which is a level of optimism that I do not have whenever I play tabletop games, but, you know, this is Magic. Statistically, could happen. Didn't. Let's see if it's the next card in my deck. Nope. Bottom of the deck. Can't draw anything. Terror of the Peaks. I feel like the only good answer to Tarrasque, like, it's not like this deck is, like, super subtle about what it's doing. The smart answer is, you know, run more burn spells. I don't know why you needed to play Toski, but okay. Maybe I should have mulliganed to try to find... Was it? Yeah, I should have mulliganed to try to find a board wipe. The thing I misread that I was just wrong about with this game is I thought this was going to be land ramp into Tarrasque. So I thought that the Aven Mindsinger thing was going to be really good. But that was just treasure generation. Lots and lots of treasure generation. Oh my god, I might have to step away for a second just to turn on the AC. It is a billion degrees here. Like, you know, the rest of the planet, since we're all burning to death. While we're waiting... Oh, there we go. Who am I playing against? Nicol Bolas, the Ravager. Somebody has mentioned that they think that matchmaking is just completely hosed since this set came out, and I'm kind of inclined to agree with that person. Because I'm not really sure that this deck should be getting matched into this, but... Free mulligan. Sure, this is terrible. I'll keep. I don't have high hopes for this, so. And of course he gets to go first, because why wouldn't they? Oh, that's a decent card. Let's find out what sort of deck we are playing against. It's probably No Fun Allowed. I guess it's going to be no Fun Allowed Control. But it might also just be... this is add one mana among any color. Let's play this for a second. So I would have 2 white and a red. Let's do this. Honestly, looking at my deck, he's probably going, oh, it's legendary creature stuff. The obvious removal target is Rahilda. Unfortunately for me, he's got blue. He's got all his colors. He just needs the well. Let's go see if we can find a copy of D-Spark. I say. Maybe I should not have... Oh. Oh, I get one more turn. God damn it, I should have taken the counterspell. New plan. I think this is the right call. So Nixilis dies either way, and then next turn I just fragment reality, Nicol Bolas. I'll discard Kobold Warcaller, I think. We'll see what he's going to do. Oh, Dragon's Horde. Okay. So he's playing very cautious. Can I use that somehow? What is it? Cut to shreds? Cut to ribbons. Each opponent loses X life. Okay. Let's make sure that I have at least one white source open. Yeah, this should be fine. This, I feel like, is the card that's supposed to work with Liara. I think he's probably just going to choose to blow up Liara this turn, though, if I was him. I'm kind of amazed that he's playing this cautiously, though. Opportunistic Dragon. Gain control of target human. For as long as it remains on the battlefield, gain control of the permanent, loses all abilities, can't attack. Okay. Are you going to steal Liara? That's fine. This is still fine. Would you like to do anything else with your turn? Alright, what do I get out of this? How do I get as much out of this as possible? I think the correct way to do this is I just try to burn his shit down. Kind of a sucks that a lot of my stuff is. Reconfigure. Ability triggers only once each turn. Let's see. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna play his commander yet? And if so, I think I give up. I probably give up Ismaru, actually. He could also just Aftermath. He could also just play a board wipe. If he does board wipe, I will still have the Inch Blades, which is decent. Tigrid God of Fright, okay. How do I deal with this? I could spend nothing and clear the board. That's one option. I could... Here's what I do. I think I put everything onto the Inch Blade. Then I electrolyze to Deafening Clarion. Yep, there we go. Give up the card. I want to give up something that will be as useless as possible to him. I don't want to give him the Hound. No, actually, it's fine if he gets the Hound. Because we're going to blow up everything that he has with Deafening Clarion. How do I pilot this? It's surprisingly tricky, actually. Like, I'm inches away from either victory or just getting my ass handed to me. Electrolyze is 3, Deafening Clarion is 3. Electrolyze will get... So Deafening Clarion will deal... Okay. Each opponent reveals their hand. Well, he knows my... Okay, that's fine. We're going to wipe the board in half a second anyway. Why don't I get an option to respond with this? This doesn't have Summoning Sickness. So shouldn't I be able to... Alright. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 to buy with. 3, 3, and 2. So let's make sure we do this properly. So Electrolyze to deal 2 damage to Tigrid, right? Yeah. Deafening Clarion deals 3 damage to each creature. Move your commander to the command zone. Yes. Remove perpetual effects. Yes. Liara of the Flaming Fist. All attack. And now we hope he doesn't have another board wipe in his hand. But we have a bunch of 2/2s. Not quite as many 2/2s as I would like, but we have them, and they are ours. And we have our doggo back. Our heckin' pupper. That one is haste and double team, this one just says double team. What is Draconic Intervention? Something joyless? Okay. Well, still not game. Fury Calm Snarl enters tapped. How many more board wipes do you have, I wonder? Liara of the Flaming Fist. Oh, I probably should just do Luminarch Aspirant. And Ismaru. To combat. End turn. I'm going to put a 1-1 on you. Just keep splitting the stats. So the reality of it is that he probably wins at this point just because, yeah, he's got stuff like this, that, and I don't got stuff like that. If he's... well, we'll see. We shall see. Yep, okay, he's getting rid of my Sworn to the Legion. Kind of makes sense. Can you do anything else this turn? Do I hold this or do I play this? I play this because I can use it to get back... I play this because I can use it to get back Sworn to the Legion if he destroys it. Store up to 1 non-land permanent. Dragon's Horde is his card draw engine. I'm going to submit 0. This might have been a mistake. You have double team, so I'm going to double team you. And I'm going to hit... Actually, I should clean out Ugin. Yes? Yeah. All right, 6 more. I'm going to put 1 more on... So that's a 5/4/4 by default. I'm going to put 1 on Ismaru. Let's see what else he's got. All right, here comes Nicol Bolas. What do I discard? Probably Ismaru. He's digging for answers. Let's hope he doesn't find one. Okay, he has 1 blocker. I have lethal. Yeah! Yes! Let's go. Let's go. So, all right. So that's a good game to stop with that deck. I'm going to play the other version of it. I'm going to turn on the AC and get some water, and then we'll try to play the other version of it. But give me just 1 second. I'll be right back. But that's a good example of how I want that deck to play. I'll talk about that more in a moment. All right, let's get some water. But yeah, if Sworn to the Legion comes out and he can't do anything about it, Sworn to the Legion plus Liara is fantastic. So from here on out, if you're still watching, I want to make it clear, this is not the deck list that is in the description of the video. This is a different deck list. We may as well take a quick look at it first. But this is the deck list that I made and then was a little bit less happy with. So there's some similarities, but there's a lot more just removal. There's all of the other standard double team cards and just sort of other slow stuff on curve. And I had a much lower win rate with this deck list, which is why I made an entire different one before I made this video. So let's do Historic Brawl. Or before I did this stream. I don't know. What am I supposed to call it? There's probably someone who knows. I'm not that person, though. And, you know, while we're here, I might as well just say something, lick the scrib. I appreciate everybody who's subscribing, actually. Also, like, if you do comment, I read everything. Like, there's not a huge number of comments. So if you have feedback, if my mic sucks, if there's cards you want to see me do decks for. If there's ideas you have, please let me know. I do have a kind of a fun idea for what I'm going to do if we get to 20 subscribers. Let's see. Oh man, this is gonna be rough. Do we have... I hate this as an opening hand. Especially into this. Okay, this is not much better, but I don't want to go down below this. So I didn't need to do that. To main phase. Island. By island I mean plains, but you know what I meant. I was just predicting his play in advance, obviously. Let's go do Scry 2. Give me some removal. You're not removal. You are ramp, though. I don't know if I do Stensia Uprising or... I probably do Stensia Uprising next. Yeah, I do Stensia Uprising. That's much better value. Is it, though? So if I do the Teleportation Circle, I can bounce stuff. He is 2 turns off his big comp. He's 2 turns off, right? Stensia Uprising. He won't block. I messed up. I should have done Hanged Executioner. I definitely should have done Hanged Executioner. Oops. We'll see. 1 turn, and then he gets Miriam out, and then I lose the game. Actually, if I draw a land, if I top deck a land, I still have a chance. If I top deck land, I can Hanged Executioner. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no, no. We still can't do it this turn. I still get 1 more turn. Oh, but that's not good. Alright, there's our land. Which means... Gotta do this. No tax. Yeah. I can't let him keep that 4/4 out on the board. Ah, yes, just multicolored dragons. Paragon of value. We gonna see Miriam? Yep. Are we gonna see a second dragon? Oh. We're gonna see Disallow. Is he hoarding a Disallow for when I exile Hanged Executioner to put Miriam back where it belongs in the command zone? Alright. Well, let's start by trying to Hanged Executioner Miriam. Yes, I'm sure. Am I still going to pay 2? Yes, I am. It's an awful card, and I hate playing against it. Draw a card, yep. I will give up you. Please play Miriam again. Please play Miriam again. Thank you. Because I'm going to play Savior of Ollenbach and exile it again. Because as previously noted, I hate this card. Mana value X or less. Well, I'm just going to slow you down. Oh, it's one of the attacks. Oh, cripe. I just messed up. That's game. That is probably game. Bugger. Oh, I should have marched of otherworldly light! I could have gotten it out of the board again, but now I lose. Because he's going to get like 7 billion worth of strats. Any target that isn't a dragon. Control is dealt damage, yep. This is why you can't let this card exist for even a nanosecond. Because it comes out and you just instantly lose. Well, I could top deck a board wipe. I really think this should be something like has ward as long as it's tapped or something weird. Like, I don't know. You know, the honest answer is it's probably fine. It's just, it's sucky that it's... I would like to draw a card. I would like to discard a card. As far as dealing with various cards goes, it's kind of sucky. And whenever it leaves the battlefield, put the exiled cards onto their owner's control. There's just no good way to deal with it. There's no good way to deal with it that doesn't involve playing board wipes. Target artifact or creature you control and turn it card into the battlefield under its owner's control. I don't want to just give up the game, but I don't really see a good way out of this. Well, I guess there's hope in this. Alright. We'll attack with these two. Well, I'm just going to get rid of your token. I'm still going to lose, but I'm going to make it as feasibly obnoxious for you as I can. You are a 3-drop, right? Alright, I will pay 1, 2, 3. Select a number of white cards to exile. Pick that one. Auto pay. Probably should have gotten rid of the other one, but whatever. Take action. Well, at least we're getting a good example of why this deck doesn't work. Which is that if you try to play aggro, and they can live till turn 6, it doesn't matter that you played aggro. Yep, and that has haste. Auto passing. Honestly, Miriam Sentinel Worm doesn't need a nerf. It's probably fine where it is. It's an expensive 6-drop in 3 colors. It's just, it can be aggravating, at least for me to play against, because I play against it so often. And because every game is basically the same. We'll do a couple more games with this deck, and then we'll rate Liara. And I'll work on it. Case in point. Case in point. Alright, well I have the answer for it. I have actually all of the answers for it. This is a terrible opening hand if this deck that I'm playing against is anything except what I think it is. We'll do Heraldic Banner next turn for red. I've got to assume this deck just gets eaten alive by Jetmare. I should have done this, dude. Interesting. Does that mean he doesn't have any more dragons in hand? Or he just didn't feel like giving up that information? Probably the second one. I'm going to let him have Orvar for the moment because I don't have much of a choice. Okay, I need 3... I can do this. Yeah? Yeah, I can do this. Come on. Come on, do the thing we know you're going to do. Honestly, these two cards, the two that I'm really betting on here. Interesting. Does he not have the last land? Well, let's provoke a response. I will search for an enchantment. I will go search for a copy of... You're not Banishing... Oh, Banishing Light, probably decent, actually. I got Banishing Light, actually. So I think that will give him... Let's do this. Let's see if he lets it resolve. Eldar, Raven Guard, Marshall. I'm gonna make a deck for this guy at some point. It'll be neat. Oh, so he doesn't have... Does he not have the... Now he probably has the land, but I'm surprised he didn't scry before playing the draw spell, but no attacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have the mana for Planar Cleansing, so now it's a fun balancing act of, do we let him just utterly... Is this like Control Miriam? This feels like a different paced deck. It's either Control Miriam or he's just very paranoid of things like Banishing Light. It can't be Control. If it was Control, I don't think he'd be as afraid of Banishing Light, right? So let's see what he does to this. Like I'm gonna keep playing cards. I have to play some form of pressure. So let's go to combat. Like, come on, do something. What deck is this? What am I playing against? It's like the world's strangest dragon tribal. Do I give up swords to... Let's take some bait. Struggle to survive. Each player shuffles their graveyard into the library. Come on. You don't have a way to deal with Banishing Light, do you? How do I exploit that? What? I guess there's just not many good targets, but still. I don't understand what deck I'm playing against at all. It's just the most cautious, non-aggressive. There's Rahilda. There's the banner of the banner things. It's the most cautious dead draw version of this deck that I've ever seen. He has like 7/7s. He just doesn't want to use them, I guess. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's force a bigger response. You literally have to do something. You cannot let me just have this. I'll attack. Yep, there's a trade. It's, oh, you know what this is? This is somebody who's like, no, I'm not going to win except with my big combo. Okay, well, let's just accelerate this game until see if we can end it. Is this whenever you cast? No, it's whenever it enters the battlefield under your control. Well, guess what? I don't care. Pretty sure I have copies of most of the rest of you. No, were you exiled? No, you were returned to hand. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I probably could have done the flame as well. End turn. So is this going to be Miriam into, yep, Miriam into Kinnan, into big combos, into Miriam. Okay, that's fine. I see how your deck works. I don't respect it, and I'm going to blow up every card you own in half a second because your cards... Oh, do they have haste? No, they don't get haste. The copies don't get haste. Come on, do it. Commit absolutely everything you have to this push, please. I don't respect you, and I don't respect your deck. Let's do... How do I want to do this exactly? So I have 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 to buy with. I may as well... Okay, well, this person no longer deserves any respect. Yes. would like to introduce you to my friend. And my friend's name is Destroy All Non-Land Permanents. Oh, but he can keep getting the Earthquake Dragon back by sacrificing land. He still probably won this one, but that still was fun to do. That's still what people who play Miriam deserve. Also, if he plays it again, I'm just going to Banishing Light it. Dude, how are you this confident that you've already won that you can't figure out how to tap mana for your commander? Wow. This person's an asshole. This person is 100% toying with me. And I'm just annoyed that it's going to succeed. Because I can't play things at instant speed. Probably isn't hugely in your interest to Aftermath and give me all my removal back, but, you know, I'm not going to complain. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you're kind of in a pickle, because you can't actually play your commander and do a billion things in one turn. Do I already have a copy of Liara? Boo. Alright. Next to combat. This is the sort of game that makes me wish I ran things like Urza's Fury in decks like this. Where you can top deck just 10 damage into his smug face. Oh no, whatsoever shall I do? Ah. I am a smug little shit. So I guess this is, I misread this. This is control, this looks like it's control copy, most likely. So at least it's not Miriam, I just took all the mythic dragons and rare dragons and shoved them into a deck, but it is barely better. Let's say red. Scry 1. Won't change the outcome of this game. Yes. Still sure. Still going to pay. I'm going to laugh so hard if he's willing to actually return to the command zone. Absolute little sod. If I was not streaming, I would have conceded this game at this point. Like, but we're going to play it out, at least up until the point that he, you know, like he should have won this eons ago. The fact that they haven't means they're just messing around. It's frankly rude. Well, may as well do this. End turn. It's weird. There's like, this card has synergy with tokens, but it also has some anti-synergy with them, and the fact that it can't actually duplicate them. Oh well. Come on, dude. You have, like, far beyond lethal. Like, if you're just... oh, that reminds me. Create a 1/1. Do I block Metallic Mimic? I think I do, just to mess with him. You have lethal a billion times over. Just hurry up and end the game. See, here's how I know this is like BM, is because if this was, let's say this was something competitive, right? Every turn, he doesn't know the contents of my deck. Every turn he gives me is a chance for me to top deck just a big burn spell, one of the ones that can't be countered, and just toss it into his face. And instead of trying to take advantage of that, he's just playing lots of little young blue dragons. Alright, there we go. Now you'll have lethal, unless I top deck a burn spell. I did not top deck a burn spell. Next, resolve all. No attacks. End turn. If he doesn't go for lethal this turn, I am conceding, because he should have... Alright, I have mana open. No, I have a known card in hand. What do you mean? Okay, nope, I don't have to play this out. You are just showboating for no purpose. I don't have any way to draw cards. He knows my only cards in hand, and he has lethal. So, you know what? We're done with that one. Alright, one more game. Like I said, this isn't the deck that I used for the list and also the one in the rest of the video. This deck's much weaker, unfortunately. I guess this will be probably the longer stream for the week. Hour and 18 minutes. I would love it if... this is a good card. We have the right mana. We have the Chromatic Lantern. Do I keep this? Who am I playing into? I've never played against this guy. Oh, I think I played against him like once, but I don't remember how he works. I'll keep. Let's see. Okay. He generates tokens and steals stuff off the top of my deck. Interesting. Not a fan. But this looks like, based off this play... This looks like it's some form of blue-green token manipulation. Which at least this is cool. It's different. I play a lot of this format. I prize novelty. And countering somebody who's trying to do something weird and cool is better, or countering something that's weird and cool or new, right, is always better than just running into more of the exact same deck that I have already played against 8 billion times. Do I Chromatic Lantern to accelerate, or do I Adelane? I think I Adelane. Okay. Interesting order of play. Okay, we've got the Harmonious Archon. I was going to do this differently, but now I think we just accelerate into the Archon. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. What would he block with? Glimmerbarn and Cryptozoologist. Do I need Liara for the Harmonious Archon to do work? Not really. This is an easy pick. Glimmerbarn. Yeah. And then next turn, we Mountain into Cold Steel Heart. What's he gonna do? Return target creature. Kobold Warcaller, yep. So this is probably control-y. He might get more benefits out of Harmonious Archon than I do, actually, now that I'm thinking about this for an extra 13 seconds, but, you know. I will say... I have 2 plains, I have 2 mountain. I'll say an extra white, just because I know there are cards in this deck that use 3 white. Alright, Adeline, Resplendent Cather. Tireless Provisioner, yep. Sacrifice. This is neat. It's probably going to kick my ass. Because this feels like the sort of deck where if you don't interrupt it doing its thing, and its thing being having the commander out, you're just going to get chipper shredded, but... I need to look at what you do again. Who do I have you fight? The creature you control. Right to target creature you don't control. So he probably has a return to hand spell, right? I don't think he'll... I don't think he wants to trade. Maybe he does. Okay. This is an interesting game. I'm very badly misreading what his deck is supposed to be doing based on the decisions that he's making. Because I keep thinking he'll do one thing and then they do the exact opposite thing, which means I don't understand how the deck is supposed to be piloted. Not like the deck I'm playing against. I don't understand how the deck I'm playing against. 4 more artifacts as hexproof. Tap 2 untapped artifacts, draw a card. Okay, neat. I would like to show you my next new trick. It's called Harmonious Archon. Everybody is equal. This is a cool deck, though. It's cool art. It's like the giant dragon just looming over the castle. So is this like ramp into... Like he can use that to draw a lot of cards, but... Whenever you cast a mana value 4 or greater, create a Thopter. Yep, there's your Thopter. Let's do this. Alright, next to combat. Am I about to get hit with some sort of weird infinite combo? It feels like I'm about to get dunked with some sort of weird infinite combo. What would it be? Tap, it doesn't untap during its opponent's next untap step. Okay. Still doesn't feel like an infinite combo yet. Tangled Floor. Oh, maybe he's just out. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we'll do. Command Tower, Gut, Fanatical. We'll have the Harmonious Archon fight the Shimmer Dragon. Good game. That's a cool deck, though. That Cryptozoologist guy. All right. That's a good game to end on. This has already been a kind of a long stream. Yeah. Let me... So, you know what? It's that important time where... Transition... Studio mode... Normally I would have already, you know, done this in advance. Add image, but today, since I'm slow, let's see. Liara, create new source. Browse. This will just be a second. Well, I go and realize that I didn't save the right directory. This thing likes to think that I have stored all of my... it likes to open to some weird directory every time I try to use it. Streaming assets, MTG Brawl cards, Balder. Nope, I wanted tier list stuff. Baldur's Gate, Liara. Okay. Liara! I'm gonna say C tier. Like, the colors, just kind of like with Wilson, does some interesting stuff, but it costs a lot of mana to do in a set of colors that don't really have... It's not that red and white don't have sticking power in the late game. It's that by the time that you get to the late game, getting their bigger creatures out and getting them to be able to attack is difficult. At the same time, it has some interesting synergy with tokens, but not enough to really push it over the edge, right? Not to the point that I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty good, right? Like, maybe closer up there to like Orbeok. Like, I've actually considered pulling him back down. Orbeok is he's kind of in between, right? He can do some cool stuff, but usually he doesn't actually pull it off. But yeah, so that is going to be it's going to be today's stream. I'm going to try to start doing these a little bit more regularly and have an actual schedule so that people can watch. If you like the stuff, if you like the decks, lick subscribe, all that stuff. The number go up makes me get the serotonin, and believe you and me, I need as much of that as I can feasibly get. So give it here. You got feedback, comments, I will read them, put them there. Otherwise, until then, I will see you next time, and thanks for stopping by to watch. Take care.